soul gardeners, welcome to another episode of The Urban Mystic. I'm Skip Jennings, your inspirational spiritual teacher here in the garden. Well, we're hanging out in Scorpio. It is our second week. And remember, the first week is always about identifying blocks. So the second week is about the action plan. How do we place a practice into action to create our greatest life? Remember what Scorpio is all about. It's about transformation, deep spiritual underground, getting deep into spirit transformation. And I said this last week, buckle up your seatbelts because this is a deep, heavy ride. It's also about setting boundaries. And when we set boundaries, we're able to embrace freedom. So we're setting boundaries. Here's some action plans for you to draw the line. To say what you stand for and say what you don't stand for. Creating that freedom in life. The first action plan word that we're going to talk about today is called surrender. Now I'm going to talk about my experience. When I stopped playing halfway, hanging out saying, I'm kind of a spiritual guy, I'm kind of this, I'm kind of, till when I surrendered to God fully, my life changed. See, the halfway, one foot in the door, one foot in the world, one foot in spirituality, one foot playing around, it doesn't do anything for you. It creates havoc because you don't really know if you're going to stand for God or you're going to stand for the world. Surrender. Surrender to whatever you're going to stand for. Say, I am fully committed and dedicated. And guess what? You only have to be dedicated and surrender for this moment right now. Don't worry about 4 or 5 moments down the road. Can you breathe and be dedicated to spirit now? Right now. Here's the second one. We're talking about death. And in death, I truly believe there is a consistent dying to old things that do not serve us. And once they're dead, we don't want to revive them. So for me, my own space right now, I'm just celebrating 5 years of sobriety. So I just made a death. I died 5 years ago to the drinking, to the drugging, to all the other stuff. And I don't ever plan to go back. So I'm fully committed to my new life. So I resurrected my new life. I died to my old life. I created a boundary. Here's your third one. We're talking about the comfort zone. I believe the comfort zone really comes from knowing yourself within. You will know if you're comfortable in doing something in your life. Are you comfortable in doing certain sexual things? I really have to make peace with that. I have to say, oh, I'm not comfortable in doing that bit of messing around. But I am comfortable with this. I'm not comfortable with lying anymore. My comfort zone is telling the truth. So find your comfort zone only comes from knowing yourself within. Here's your next word for the action plan. Yes and no. Let your yes be yes, let your no be no. And you can always talk yourself out of a yes. After you commit it, you can always go, I know I was supposed to do this, but what little white lie can I tell to get out of this thing? Let your yes be yes, let your no be no. Now, here's the very important part about this. You got to think and you got to breathe and you got to be with it before you say yes. Even if you have to tell the person, I need to take a couple of days with this and I'll come back with my decision. Here we go. Allowing transformation. Transformation is always happening, but we're not always allowing it. Transformation and expansion is always happening, but we're not always saying okay to it or yes to it. You must allow transformation to happen in your life. One of the things we say at Agape, Reverend Michael always says, are you willing to be healed? And we all say yes, or some people don't. But in that yes sends the law, sends the universe into action for you, allowing transformation through your yes. And here's the last one. When we set boundaries, ask for clarity. Ask for clarity in your balance. And in that means sitting in meditation. I've been talking about that quite a bit. Sitting in that stillness and asking for clarity. Clarity in mind, clarity in body temple. What do you stand for and what don't you stand for? Clarity. Be clear. So here we go. 7-day challenge. Here we go. Identify the practices that are calling to you. Identify the practices that are calling to you. It might be maybe doing more yoga, more meditation, more prayer time, more stillness, more walks in nature. That is a practice. And then, ta-da, surrender. Really surrender. Really be in it for 7 days. Then journal. And then I want to hear about what happened. So you got to hit me up. You got to email me. You got to let me know what's going on. So here is your affirmations for the week. So take time, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and repeat after me, allowing the vibration to shift within you. Just for today, I surrender to the master within me. I'm going to say that again. Just for today, just for this breath, just for this moment, I surrender to the master within me. See, everyone knows, and everyone knows the knower who knows. Go within to set those boundaries. So I'm here to help you along your way as a licensed spiritual counselor. I take in clients and I help people in their journey, not just with the mind, not just with the spirit, but also with the body. As a certified personal trainer, I do some fitness, and it's all around empowering self. So catch me up on Facebook, Mind, Body, Spirit Solutions by Skip Jennings, or Twitter, Skip Jennings Twitter. You can catch me there as well. Or send me an email right here at the Garden. I'll help you on your journey. So remember, the power to shift yourself, to shift your existence, is always within you. Until next time, I'm Skip Jennings. So